I get private money lenders to lend me 100% financing on my real estate deals. Like, for example, I own this 5-unit apartment building and it only costs $212.23. And if you don't believe me, here's the settlement sheet to show it. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I present my real estate deals to my private money lenders so that you can do the exact same thing. So without further ado, let's dive into my computer and show you how it's done. All right, now that we're in my computer, you guys are going to want to take some notes. Number one thing, when you are sending out deals to private and hard money lenders, never sound desperate, right? Never sound desperate and never sound needy for money, right? You have to come across as you're presenting an opportunity because these lenders, they need you to make money. Like, don't sound desperate as if I need your money. Let's do this. This is fantastic, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, this is an opportunity. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, that's all good too. I'll just move on to the next person. That's how you got to come across. So I have this property here. I'm actually going to show you guys a property that we did personally. This was a wholesale we did. We got financing for it, 100%. So let's dive into it. So 29 East Glen Road is the property we dealt with. And first and foremost, guys, when you are walking your properties, make sure you get photos. Number one, if you don't get photos, go back to the property and get photos because you need photos and or videos for this to work out. So after you have your photos and everything like that, usually I'll just put them in a Google Drive. So here's my videos, and I couldn't find the older photos I had of this property since it's been some time since we worked on it. But I did find some videos of what I had for it. So just so you guys can see, this is what the outside looked like before we even touched it or anything like that. Quick little outside. It's a nice rancher, 2-car garage, and I think this was a 3-bedroom. This was like the main room here. In the previous seller, they added an addition to the property. So let me just keep going here. This is another bedroom. Here's the bathroom so you guys can see the bathroom. Pink tile, definitely needed a lot of work. Another thing of the bathroom. This is just the hallway area. Here's the living room of what it looked like. This all had wallpaper on it. Fireplace here, which was nice. And then more of the living room. And then here's the kitchen. So like, it all needed work. This definitely was a full rehab if we were to fix and flip it. Perfect location. Hershey, PA is amazing just because of Hershey Park is literally right there. And that's a main a main attraction where a lot of people go. Like, they literally come to PA for Hershey Park. So here's more photos, more videos and stuff of everything. So I'll just X out of that there. But you guys got the gist. Make sure you get photos and videos of the properties you're walking because you're gonna need that when you go to send out your deals. Now, here is the secret sauce. I created this template myself and I send it out to my private money lenders anytime I have an opportunity. And I always make sure I label it as investment opportunity because it's an opportunity for them to lend on and for them to make money as well. Now, what I like to put right here is a photo. So I actually have the property photo. Let me just populate it here. Make it a little bit smaller. And guys, I am actually going to leave this down below for you guys. So if you guys want this exact same template that I use for my private money lenders, I'll leave that down below so you can check that out and have that as well. So I like to show a photo just so they can see, and a lot of people are visual like seers. So I want to make sure I have the photo there, and then I'll input all this information. So property address is 29 East Glen Road, Hershey, PA, and then what's the zip code? 17033. Now, the purchase price for us at this time, I know you see on Zillow, it says $270. We got it for $209,000. So I'll tell our lender we got it for $209. In this case, we were going to fix and flip this property, but the amount of rehab it needed, it was just too risky for us to, you know, go in and fix and flip it. Just because the seller added on an addition and we weren't sure if the addition was permitted. So we were just like, let's just do a wholesale where we basically buy it, clean it out, do minor like paint and stuff like that, and then put it back on the market. So I believe we asked just for $10,000 just to get that all completed. And the ARV is the after repair value. I make sure to leave it like this because lenders know what ARV stands for, but if you guys don't, that stands for after repair value. So I want to make sure I have comps. So before I'm doing this, I want to make sure I already know after we purchase it, after we put the work in and we put it back on the market for the potential sell price, what is that price going to be? So on our MLS here, I already went through comps, and these comps are actually different from the ones I pulled a while back, since this property is a deal we've done a while back. But the comps are actually looking better than before. So this rancher, our rancher is a 3.2, roughly 1,900 square feet. So here's a couple of comps I pulled. Here's a 3.2, 1,000 square feet. Number one thing that is going to increase value of a property is square footage. So ours is already almost 1,000 more square footage than this property, and this one has closed for $350. Now we can look at the photos real quick. We can see this one's very nice, very mindful, very demure, you know, so it looks like they did their thing with this one. And I always like to look at the days on market. So the DOM, days on market, this was 12 days on market. Awesome, you know, this is amazing. And usually I don't like going out this far, so it says this closed May 10th of last year. This is very rare I go this far, but if you don't have that many comps, then you are gonna have to push out the dates a little bit slightly. So that's why I have this one on here, but let's go to the next one here. This one's a 3.2, 1,700 square feet. So slightly closer to our square footage, matching the bed and bath count. And this one closed for $467,000. So a big jump right there. And this is more recent. So this is in November. Let's look. This one has a 1-car garage. We have a 2-car garage. This one looks nice. Has some like character to it. Looks like brand new cabinets, whole new kitchen. Looks like quartz countertops. Doesn't look like a flip, but it looks like the family that lived here just really kept up with it, which is nice. And they do have a finished basement. So that's a bonus. You know, if we were to finish our basement and everything, then we could probably get that price right there. Now, remember, I'm not looking for really like the big ARV, just because if you want big ARV, that's for a fix and flip. We're doing a wholesale, so I don't want to look at prices of where it would be at once it's fully remodeled. So let's look at this one here. We have $525 of what it's closed for, and literally close to the same dimensions, 3.2, 1,700 square feet. This one, I don't know what was going on with the photos. It's a little bit dark in there. I'm sure, I could tell you, like, if they updated their photos a lot better, I'm sure they would have got more for the property, because photos make a big difference. But this is, I mean, if the photos were nicer, they, like I said, would have got more. Let's look at days on market. 7 days on market. Like, Hershey is a hot area. But if you guys see, like, these prices are all over the place. Usually the one that is all the way up there, we don't really want to touch, just because you never want to overestimate and screw yourself in the end. You always want to be conservative. And like I said, I don't want to go for that top ARV. I want to go for the price where I can clean it out, put some paint in it, then put it on the market. So between these two, this one went for $350. But ours is a lot bigger. Even though this is fully rehabbed, ours is a whole 1,000 square feet bigger. I believe we actually put it on the market for $290 if I'm not mistaken. Or it could have been 320. I think we put it on the market for 320 and then went down to 290 as close price. But this would be an easy thing where we can sell this for 320 for this property here. Just because of the square footage is a lot bigger. We have hardwood flooring. There's room, there's equity, a lot of equity for someone to come in there and even fix and flip it themselves, if that's their, you know, primary home, or if they want to do that as an investment property. Because at the end of the day, if someone truly came in here and fixed and flipped the property, they could definitely hit close to the fives or over fives, right? So like I said, always be conservative. So I would say close to the 500,000 mark. But in this case, I would tell the lender we would put it on for 320, right? Title company, you can use your own title company. Actually, yeah, I'll shout them out. Mi Casa Land Transfer, that's who we've been using. Land transfer. And then financing. So I let them know like what I'm looking for. So seeking purchase, rehab, and geez, there we go, closing costs. So I let them know up front, this is what I am looking for. Now, property description, guys, don't make life hard on yourself. Literally, I like to go to ChatGPT, put it in here, create a description. Geez, my typing right now. Description for, and we can say property description for this. Talk about how it's a 3-bed, 2-bath rancher close to Hershey Park and close to the hospital that has a lot of potential. And built in equity for, yeah, we can just leave that. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, charming 3-bed, 2-bath rancher near Hershey Park. And you're gonna wanna like edit some things. So like, I don't want this to be a huge listing description, right? So I'm gonna just say, make it shorter. Cause less is more, especially when you're dealing with lenders. They wanna be able to look at a deal, not have any questions, see all the information, and just, you know, make a decision like that. So great opportunity in a prime Hershey location, just minutes from Hershey Park, with built-in equity, tons of potential. It's ready. And we can just leave it right here. Built-in equity, lots of potential, copy and paste. And then what else do they have? Features include hardwood floors, a full basement, and spacious backyard in a quiet neighborhood. Guys, look how easy this is. Very easy. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I don't need that highlighted. I don't need the boldness. Next, I wanna get property photos. Like, I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for everyone, right? So I'll make sure everyone with the link can see it. So whenever I share this out, so I'll copy link. I'll go back to my thing here, paste that. Just make this a little bit smaller. There we go. Now, a lot of my investors, they always, or lenders, you would say, they always want to know how I got the deal. So with this one, we actually got it. We got this deal from probate. This was a probate lead. Then you can definitely be more specific. But yeah, if you guys want probate deals, learning how to get these probate leads, I'll leave my probate playbook down below. Next is the deal objective. So like, what do you plan on doing with the deal? And in this part, I'll tell them, plan on purchasing property, cleaning it out with light rehab and putting it on the market to sell. Like, don't overthink these things, guys. Do not overthink. Now, rehab, what needs to be done. Exterior, with this one, we didn't even do anything with the exterior. I think we just mowed the grass. I'm not gonna put mow the grass on here. So in this case, I would just take this out. And then interior, remove trash and belongings. And then paint property. We also take out carpet, and I believe that's all we did with that one. And then timeline, and you can add even more, like get nitty gritty if it's something deeper. So for like my other ones, we've done brand new kitchen, added new faucet, added new light fixtures, you know, just like get as specific as possible. If you're painting the exterior, make sure that's on there. If you're doing stuff in the basement, make sure that's on there. Stuff with the roof, just get nitty gritty. With this one, we didn't have to do that much, so that's why it's very light here. Closing date, random date, let's just put March 10th. This is just random. Repair timeline, so with this lightness of all this stuff here, you could put 2 weeks. 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks for repairs to be completed. And then once repairs are completed, you can add overall timeline if you want. And your overall timeline could be like overall timeline to sell property. And typically if you do this in 2 weeks, put it on the market, and then you have a buyer come across and they make an offer, that could take 30 days roughly. If it's a cash offer, they could close within 14 days. So overall timeline, I would say, we can say 2 to 3 months, right? 2 to 3 months to sell. Now we want to make sure we have comparables. So remember, we already done that from the beginning there. So let me just move this down a little bit. So literally all we got to do is copy and paste, guys. Like it's that easy. So we can put all these here just so they can see what we're working with. I just copy and paste. I don't know why that popped up like that. Let me just redo that. Move this to the side. Let's see what this is here. So this one's 205 Peach Ave, Hershey, PA 17033. The price it sold for was $350. Property link. So for property link, all I'll do, because like I said, I want to make it as easy as possible. I'll put it in here in Zillow, copy the Zillow link, and just paste that thing in there. As easy as that. Yeah, you can leave it like that. They'll be able to click on that. Now the bed is 3 beds, 2 baths, and the square footage is 1,000 square feet. And then I like to put days on market in the status. So this days on market was 12 EOM, and then we can put this one closed. So it's easy as that. Then I want to go to the next one. The next one is 126 Peach Ave, Hershey, PA 17033. Price is sold for $467. Property link, all you gotta do is copy and paste. Copy that, go back here. All right, 3 beds, 2 baths, and the square footage is 1,784 square feet. And days on market, this one is actually 40 days on market. Okay, and it's closed. And then lastly, we'll do our last one, which is 435 Carlton Road, Hershey, PA 17033. The price was $525, and the property link. So copy, paste, and then back over here, double click that, shrink that, and this is 3 beds, 2 baths, and then 1796 square feet. Days on market was 7 days on market, and then this also closed. So sometimes I may have a pending one, I may have an active one, but really you want closed and pending stuff, right? But this is basically it. Like, this is how easy it is to get 100% financing. You have to make sure it's the right lender though, right? Some lenders won't do that, but if it's the right one and you build a solid relationship with them, they will definitely do this. So I would just literally download this as a PDF and send it to them, right? So I have the property address, I have the price, the rehab, the ARV, for the wholesale, because it's a wholesale, title company, what I am seeking. So they have some information about the property. They can easily just click on this. They go to the videos and the photos, how we found this deal, got it from probate lead. I would go more in depth about that a little bit as well. What's our objective on how to, you know, move forward with this deal, which we plan on purchasing it, cleaning it out, doing a light rehab, and putting it back on the market to sell, which is also called a wholesale deal. Not a wholesale deal, but a wholesale deal. I know it can be a little tongue twister. Rehab, what needs to be done, remove trash, belongings, paint the property, take out the carpet, closing date, March, repair timeline, 2 weeks, and then overall timeline to sell the property, 2 to 3 months. And then here's the rundown of each comp. They can click on each property to see the comps, the days on market, so on and so forth. And literally, guys, lenders like when things are simple. They like when things are easy. So, like I said, I will leave down this for free. Like, you don't need to pay for this. I'm literally going to give it to you guys if you want it for your lending opportunities. And remember, don't be needy. Always take photos and videos of your property. Make sure you're running your comparable correctly. And yeah, hopefully you can start getting 100% financing on your deals. And make sure you're networking. Don't just expect lenders to come out of, nowhere. Literally go out to real estate meetups, network with other like-minded individuals, other investors, connect with them. Maybe they'll let you know who they're working with in regards to deals, so on and so forth. But I hope this video helped you. If it did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Go subscribe if you're not subscribed. And if you want to see a breakdown of the properties we were able to secure with 100% financing, make sure to check out this video next.